All right. Hello, one and all. I am joined with LGN Waxy.
Hello.
Please say hello. All right.
Hi. Yeah, I'm Waxy.
Yeah.
What's up?
So, for some of you who don't know, she is one of our newest members of our clan, and what are you in charge of? What do you do?
I am the music lady. I provide and create music for backgrounds of videos, for I don't know, I think some of you are looking for some Twitch stream setups, music and sound setups. So I'm creating some of those in the background. So I'm kind of audio, music, tech, and I supply stuff for you all the time, Ryker. So
yeah, if you guys didn't know,
hey, you got this.
She has supplied music for, I believe, 3, maybe 4 videos already.
Yeah, currently. So yeah, so you can go back and check those out, and if you hate them, you can blame me.
Yeah. I don't mind them. I like them.
Sucks. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good.
Okay. So, what got you into music?
I grew up in a musical family. My mom's a band teacher. My dad marched in drum corps. And then I was just kind of born into that. So I was surrounded by it all the time, music and lessons and stuff. And I started playing the oboe, hence my original, all of my tags are quoth the oboe. That's where that comes from. Right. But yeah, so I started playing the oboe and I got really invested in that specifically. And then I decided to become a music teacher. And so it's kind of been this upward progression of like, now it's my career in one aspect, and I'm doing more of this creative stuff alongside that. It's really fun to do that and teach at the same time. Nice.
Next question. What got you into Twitch?
Oh, I started watching, I had this huge crush on Markiplier. Are you watching? Markiplier watched the video. No, he's never going to see me. But I started watching Bob Moiskrim on Twitch and got really into his channel and thought, yeah, that would be really fun to try because I want to improve my speaking skills like for teaching. And I thought, yeah, talking at a wall, that sounds like a really great way to practice,
yes.
people, and like, so that's why I started doing Twitch. And like, I managed to get to affiliate after like a year. Like I didn't, the fame did not hit me whatsoever. I had to work and just be like, hey, and be a part of things. And like, the way that most people function on Twitch. And
same. It took me 4 years to finally get affiliated on Twitch.
Yeah. And I mean, I was just in it at like, because everyone was doing it. I knew that everyone was doing it, but I just wanted to try it because it looked fun.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, you're partnered, right? You're partnered on Twitch?
No,
you're not partnered?
No.
Okay, so you're the same as me. So
yeah,
you're affiliated.
I'm nothing special. There's still potential. I think I used to do mostly games. I think I'm gonna do mostly music now because that seems to be what I just want to do. So I'm just gonna do what I want.
Do you have any questions for me?
I always hate that question, and it's not your fault. It's just like it just feels like such a loaded question as well, Peggy. That's a loaded question. Yeah, I don't know. Like, you're wearing a Titanfall hat, so I guess my first question is like, because you played Titanfall, you play Apex as well. We've done Apex together.
We have done Apex. We need to get together again.
Yeah. Okay. So so you play Apex. What else do you play along those lines that maybe I should get into?
Ooh, so I actually started out playing when I got my first console. It was a PlayStation 3. When I first started playing was
being an asshole. Right.
All cats are, but
yeah, and I get distracted.
So I started out playing in Call of Duty when my friends, actually forced me to their house. They got me out of my comfort zone.
They
So
forced you out of your house and into their
yes,
house.
what
Okay,
they were coworker friends that I had, and
now I am a
and
mandatory reporter as a teacher. I am still a teacher. No, no, that's okay. That was years ago.
yeah, it was years and
That's
years
past.
ago,
Can't can't press that now. Okay, but continue.
it was very I didn't like going out much. So
No.
they were the first real shove out of my comfort zone because I'm
Did you
introvert.
welcome that? Did you welcome that, or were you? Did you kind of fight back on that?
I fought back a little bit.
Okay, but eventually
At
you're
the
like,
same
okay,
time,
I'm
they were my
overpowered.
friends.
Like they, yeah. So they're whatever, and you trusted them. So I guess yeah,
Hmm.
sure, that makes sense. I'm an
So
introvert also,
yeah,
but yeah, it's kind of a learned thing for introverts to talk to people and find the way that people talk to people and how that all
yeah.
works.
Being introverted is very difficult,
Yeah,
especially when you're with people like, oh, I don't know, Mac.
yeah, it was very extroverted. Honestly, I see it as it takes the burden off of me to supply everything to the conversation. I can kind of sit back and listen and not have to lead.
And friendships quickly grew and expanded. Most of my friends who got me into gaming have now moved away and started their own lives. Like I still have one friend left who I play with on the Xbox every once in a while,
Okay.
and he's a DJ. So
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
yeah, and I actually had he actually got the idea for me to actually DJ on Twitch as well.
Oh, nice. Cool. I'm doing electronic music stuff, but I know that I don't have like nearly the knowledge base that some other people do, so I'm kind of going into it blind. So maybe we should talk about some electronic music stuff and maybe we could share some tips of stuff you know that I don't know and stuff
We
I don't
can.
know that you might know.
So another question:
Yeah.
what type of music do you like?
Uh I'm a person of my creature comforts. So what got me into music was like video game and film score, and that's kind of what keeps me sane still. I branched out. I enjoy classical music because it was forced down my throat in school, which I mean I've got my own opinions about that. But I mean I enjoy it because I understand it now.
All right.
And I like 80s, it's like 70s, 80s rock and roll and progressive rock because that's what my dad loves. So I've got and I appreciate rap and hip hop because I think it's just I don't understand it at all, but I can feel the pattern and I'm like, whoa, like this is really intense and good and rhythmic and so I appreciate it even though I don't fully understand like all like the cultural I want to understand more of the cultural implications. So that's why I'm looking at it now. So I love all music, but my creature comforts are still like film and game score and like those kinds of things.
All right. I'm kind of down the same path. So
Okay.
I actually do have a few bands that I actually like. One of
Okay.
which is Two Steps from Hell. You probably know them.
Uh I'm embarrassed now because I don't
Oh,
think
you
I
don't.
do. Well, okay. Can you give me something what's some stuff like
So their
give me more
background is
details about it.
actually their background for Two Steps from Hell is that they supply music for video game commercials and
Oh,
for movies
okay.
as well. So they're broadband. Like
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
it's a very intense, mostly epic music that I listen to of them, and there's no words,
Nice.
which makes it even better for me.
Okay.
Another band that I like is actually called Nightwish.
Okay. That
They are pretty good.
I think I've heard of them. Are they more on the heavier side?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
My taste in music is very, put it as the epic hour of heroes.
Okay. All right. Well, at least you know what you like to listen to and you can describe it. I would call that a win for your music teachers. They did right describing and giving you a solid music foundation.
Well,
And at
no,
least
I didn't like
no.
music all that much. I didn't like music all that much, and I don't come from a
Did you
music background.
Did you not? What didn't you like about it? I'm very curious.
Most music has voices in it. I like
Yes.
the beat.
Yes. Okay. And you are exactly the kind of kid I gel the best with. Now you're not a kid, sorry, to
We're
be
all
honest.
children inside.
You remind me of my students in my that I gel the best with because they love music because it's music, not because of the vocal. Like they like the instrumentals and the beats. They're not
Yes.
about, and I've always been about the instrumentals and not I never cared about lyrics.
There's
I'm
very few
definitely.
songs that I actually like that have voices in it, but those are very few and far in between.
Did you were you ever in band or orchestra? Or did you ever
No.
participate in those? Okay, that's
I
fine.
would
Not that's
actually
not for everyone
technically that's
either.
almost a lie. So that's
Okay.
almost a lie. So when I used to go to church,
Mm-hmm.
there was when I was, growing up and have a job but still went to church, there was this program that I would do.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I wasn't part of the choir that was there. So I would actually
Yeah.
sing. I was trained to sing a little bit
Okay, cool.
for it. So do you know the Tabernacle Choir?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we didn't have that out here, but it
Well,
it, it,
no,
it
but
it was basically the same. So there was this
okay.
yearly thing over by one of the temples that we would do, and it would be a play, and
Okay.
the for the last performance, all the tech people who worked in the background, getting all the props ready and making sure everyone's in their
Mm-hmm.
places, that was part of my job. For the
Okay.
last show, we would
Cool.
actually go up with the choir and sing, but we had to know what we were singing and
Yeah,
how to
yeah.
sing. Yeah, they're some of the best voices in their
Exact.
field.
Yeah, just beautiful.
But yeah, so
So,
what got you into gaming?
that was something I started young. My dad was the tech guy in our house, and he's in IT, and he would always bring home computers that he was fixing up. And we always had a family computer, which I felt pretty lucky. We had my sister and I played kids PC games first. I was never like serious gamer, like in terms of how some serious gamers see themselves. I was never like Call of Duty, Halo, because we never had an Xbox. I was a PC gamer only,
Yeah.
and mostly it was kids games because my mom was pretty picky. But I learned a lot about the mechanics. So now I'm really digging into some more serious minded games because I love it so much. It's more about the play more than the content so much for me sometimes.
No, back when I was young as well, my mom actually had an NES, and uh, me and my sisters would play Super Mario Brothers.
Wow.
And I bet my sisters will correct me once I tell this story, but I was the only one who actually finished the game, and it
Oh,
started
nice.
over with all the Black Shell dudes at the beginning.
I will pull back and say I forgot to mention we did have a Sega Genesis, and I did beat Sonic 2 when I was 7. I was very proud of that.
Nice. We finally upgraded to the N64,
Mm-hmm.
and my mother, she likes gaming and she has Zelda and she likes playing Zelda. So
Yeah.
when we got that, it was a very entertaining time because she could not shoot for the life of her.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
she was all like, "My son, here, can you do
Mm-hmm.
this? Hooch, hooch, first try. Here you go."
Nice.
And then I would
Yeah.
just continue to watch every time so that every single time, every time she would play, fight with Ganondorf with the arrow, I would do the shooting, and she would just grab it back and finish the slaying process.
I think when I first started really digging into more serious games was when I had a crush on someone who played a lot of Zelda, and he let me borrow Wind Waker, and then he let me borrow Twilight Princess, and so I got into those, which I guess those aren't like the big two. It's not like
Nah, everyone
and I
is
like that one a lot, but
yeah,
it's not how I
everyone is
describe
all
it.
about Orca of Time or the very old ones.
Oh, you mean Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
My
that one.
apologies all to the gamers out
I'm
there.
sorry.
Have you ever edited or anything?
I know how to edit videos. I just find it too time consuming with all the other work I have to do.
Very true. It is
So I
very
don't
time
like I
consuming.
don't like it unless it's for a personal project that I don't have to worry about anything else. If I just have to worry about me and my projects, then I'm good. But I don't like doing it
So
along
yeah,
like I'll do it in the summer. I like editing in the summer when I don't have to work.
so I started editing when I was also younger a little bit. I have paintball equipment,
Mm-hmm.
and me and my dad actually modified one of the guns to actually carry a GoPro on it.
Oh, okay.
Before they actually had a mount for it, we actually modified one of the gun barrels for a
Nice.
mount. So,
Okay.
and I started editing videos through that on this PC, by the way.
Interesting.
What are your thoughts on the clan now that you've been here for like a month?
Uh I mean, I'm friendly with everyone. I like everyone's great and everyone's been very supportive and I'm having a good time. I feel bad that I can't be there all the time and I feel bad that I don't like Elite Dangerous that much, but it seems like everyone's satisfied with, putting I'm putting something into this and I'm helping and I'm being
You are
supportive.
relevant in your own way, which is
So
why no one gives you crap.
yeah,
No one gives you
I
crap. You make
yeah.
music.
I know, and I'm thankful that that's the attitude because I want to participate in more games, but I think I'll find my place in that at some point. So as long as I keep going with the music, then uh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty happy with it. And I like talking with you guys. Sometimes I just get tired and I have to dip because, as you know, as an introvert, it gets exhausting being in conversation for a long time. Like I'm down to listen. I just don't say much, or I stick to playing music. So, and that seems to work out.
Yeah, I have a few different avenues of which I get away from people. So,
Yeah.
I have my gaming for one. Two, I listen to music or audiobooks. Or
Mhm.
three is that I actually write. I actually like writing stories.
Oh, cool. What kind of stories do you write?
I write basically fantasy type. So yeah, my persona, my name on my Xbox and on here it says Ryker Eve is
Mhm.
actually a character that I wrote. It's my main character.
Oh, so you made the main character you.
Yes, pretty
Got
much.
it.
He's
Okay.
nothing like me.
He's nothing. Okay, got it.
Do you think we're done here with the interview?
I don't know. Uh, sh- sure.
All
I
right.
can't think of anything else. So,
All right. No questions, no nothing.
uh, I don't know. I'm good.
Basic introvert
I don't
explanation
know.
ever.
I'm good.
So, like, do you have any questions?
Honestly,
No.
my mind is
I want to leave.
no. My mind's just blank. That's it. I'm good.
I get that. I get that a lot too.
I like to be led play in conversation. I have a hard time leading conversation. So
Yes.
maybe that's
It does.
why we're both like what constantly. So
Yes. Yes. We're both like, what?
what the entire time. That's okay.
Was I summoned? All right. So we'll stop it here.
All right.
This was a great conversation.
at least
Uh,
at least there's an explanation. It like there's nothing wrong with either of us. We're both fine, I think. We're just
wrong.
we're just both we're just both introverts. That's
Yes.
it. That's all it is.
All right. To everyone who is watching, this is LGN Waxy and LGN Ryker Eve signing off.
I made a
And
great
for
first impression.
yes, and to have a good day.
Shy introvert. Bye.